TheBradRules!
Well, Deltarune Chapter 3 was finally released, and seemingly out of nowhere. After the painstaking wait since Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and 4 were released as a package, but this time, you'll have to pay $25 to experience them, and that's a small price to pay considering Chapter 1 and 2, which were very fun experiences, were free, and still are free. Yeah, even though these chapters are a part of the package, developer Toby Fox did not do anything scummy and take away those free chapters, which were released as demos. So Chapter 3 starts off where Chapter 2 left off, as it's back to the Dark World for Susie and Chris as they reunite with Rousey, as they meet up with a wacky and charismatic fellow by the name of Tenna, who wants them to play his game show. And that's exactly what happens. You'll be answering quiz questions, taking part in physical challenges, and playing video games, making for a ton of variety. There's colorful dialogue abound, and Tenna is just an extremely entertaining character and exudes the eccentric game show host vibe very well. And of course, anyone can see Tenna being the villain from a mile away, but it's not much of a detraction because when he's acting friendly, there's so many entertaining moments to appreciate. One of the biggest highlights, and where a big chunk of your time will be spent, are the Zelda-style mini-games, where you navigate a multi-screen map with a top-down perspective and solve puzzles. This was unexpected, and I see some people online are unhappy with this, and I can see why. If you're not a 2D Zelda fan, you're probably going to have a big problem with this choice, and it's pretty interesting how much time Toby Fox decided to focus on this aspect of the game. Personally, I'm glad he did. And how about that music on the second board? What a fantastic catchy piece of music. Here, have a little listen to it. Music in this chapter is very good, as we've come to expect from the previous chapters. I greatly enjoyed the soothing sounds of the music in the green room, and the very memorable piece that plays during the fight against Tenna. Plus, music takes center stage as one of the physical challenges is a Guitar Hero inspired one, really proving that this game is exploding with variety. So even if you're not too crazy about the game show related stuff, there's still some of the typical gameplay we've come to expect from Deltarune, where you just explore the map when the game show comes to an end and Tenna reveals his true intentions. One new interesting mechanic is stealth, as you try to avoid spotlights. Either way, you'll still have characters to talk to, mysteries to uncover, and battles to fight. Honestly, I'm not thrilled how they decided to handle the secret boss in this one, who really isn't even a secret boss to begin with. Your ranking in the game show determines if you get the special item, the Shadow Mantle, that actually allows you to defeat, quote-unquote, the secret boss, the Roaring Knight, which may lend itself to replayability, but it also leads to frustration. I much prefer the item-based method of getting to the secret boss, like in the previous chapters, where you had to find the correct area and have the right item to fight them. This just seems like a very complex method. You will confront the Roaring Knight after you fight Tenna, whether you get the Shadow Mantle or not. The item only allows you the path to victory. Not having an original secret boss like Neo, Spamter, and Jevil is definitely disappointing. Instead, they just extended the fight you'd otherwise lose. Another highlight is the usage of rules and how he forces his way into a bizarre and beyond awkward three-way relationship with Tenna's Weatherman and Weather Girl, making for an extremely funny and whacked out boss fight. And we finally get to see something happen with the mysterious shelter we saw in the previous chapters. As the night drags Undyne into it, I honestly want to go into it so bad and see what it's all about. And Toby Fox is doing a phenomenal job of keeping it a secret and building my anticipation. So, there you go. That's my review of Chapter 3. So what about Chapter 4? We'll expect a review on that one very soon. But anyway, Chapter 3 is good, even if it's not as good as Chapter 2, but it's still a fun, bizarre, and creative entry in the chapters of Deltarune. And yes, it's a departure from what we've come to expect, but Deltarune was only 2 chapters in, and even though it has less in common than 1 and 2 did, it's a welcome change to me. But I can definitely see if you don't feel quite the same way. It's certainly different, but you're sure to walk away with positive memories of something, I guarantee it. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have you played Chapter 3? And if you have, are you a fan of this chapter? And if not, let me know exactly why that is. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell to get all the notifications when I post all my new videos. I want to thank all my subscribers for your continued support. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.